Welcome in, everyone, to EA Sports' continuing coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Alongside PGA Tour winner Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner. And today, Frank, our competitors will be squaring off in Matchplay. What would you draw upon when you played in a competition like this?
Momentum swings, Rich. Sometimes you generate them, sometimes you're on the receiving end. But just really be conscious of when that pendulum is flowing and which direction it's going.
Driving it straight, a big part of playing this golf course well, and that's a good start there in the fairway at the first. Yep, that is into the water right away, so a tough way to get the round started. So the drop taken, and now he'll try to find some way to fashion an up and down from where he is and still get out of here with a par. Oh! Oh, and that is a tough break there off the rocks and then right into the hazard. So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range.
From where I sit, that's really disappointing.
Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. This one measures out to 15 feet. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. Trying to get the round off to a good start. Frank, we're at the second hole, and what's ahead?
Well, the ideal tee shot, just a little over that gorse bush in front of you, which is down the right side. That's the best angle in, but it also brings in a little bit of trouble. But if that pin is anywhere towards the middle of this double green, then really you want to be coming in from the right side.
This may be a touch right. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there.
Good drive down the right side, and if you look up ahead, that flag is cut middle left, so this is a very good angle into this hole.
So the ball on an upslope now for his second.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that. That's a head scratcher, that approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, it's quite clear to see there's one direction this ball is moving, and it's sweeping from left to right the whole way.
That is really well read. That had a pretty substantial break to it, so that is well judged. Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. That finished off for par here at the second. Up next here at St. Andrews, the 370-yard par 4 third. Best to drive it left center to avoid a cluster of bunkers down the right side of the fairway. The real challenge comes on the approach, with Cartgate Bunker coming into play. And that ball going to roll out a little too much as the momentum carries it all the way into the bunker. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So after a well-placed drive, this, his second from short range. Yeah, look out, kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough.
Just a little over ambitious on that chip shot and just sailed past.
15 feet away. Oh, what a putt right there. The speed was spot on. Just a fraction offline or that would have gone down. That one in for a bogey here at the third. That one polished off for bogey. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot, but it does set up a very daunting second.
That's going to be up the left-hand side.
While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 142 yards to the front, 151 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Pretty good tee shot. He'll play this second shot from the right side of the fairway. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Oh, that is so nicely judged from that far away. That required a lot of touch down the slope. Well done. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, that one finished off for a par. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
This one's starting a little bit right. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. He's going to love it if he can get out of here with a 3, and that's a possibility. Frank, you surprised that one came out as well as it did?
Certainly, Rich. This hole at one stage looked very problematic, but now, back in the fairway, you never know.
So after reaching the green in 2, this will take a full swing with a putter, but it is for eagle. Oh, that's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? A 5-footer now for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. A great opportunity here for birdie. Okay, that's a good putt. It is in to save par. You gotta love the names of the bunkers here, don't you? They tell you all you need to know. Those coffin bunkers, you hit it in there, you're dead. Yeah, very controlled shot there with the iron on this short par 4, and that's going to be just fine. From the fairway nota, this his second.
141 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Now, from long range, this for birdie. Yeah, you had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. Heading now to the 359-yard par 4-7. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Best line is a little left of the flag on the 11th green. Biggest issue here is avoiding the shell bunker short of the putting surface.
Well, that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway? I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Oh, yes, great touch, getting that 60-degree wedge underneath the ball, and that goes into the hole for a welcome birdie. Oh my goodness, that is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the old course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this one, the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close though.
And he might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie, back up the slope.
Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Yeah, sizable putt left.
11 feet away. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive the screen.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, it was a bold tee shot, but unfortunately, end hole bunker has gathered it up. Still a really good chance of getting close to the pin.
Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second. A look here at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. This is turning a little to his left. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. This is an 11-foot putt. That one just gonna sneak on by. Challenging 174-yard par 3 11th has been called the shortest par 5 in golf. The Hill and Strath are the archetypal greenside bunkers where good scores go to die. Okay, a little beyond the hole, but a good shot, and a birdie attempt coming up. Okay, that one's dancing. A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
So that brushed in for par here at 11. That one finished off. It's in for par. Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St. Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St. Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. So Iona, this a second from the bunker.
Yeah, and it was a bullish tee shot trying to find its way to the green, but it's been caught out in this pot bunker. Not going to be easy, but certainly a chance of getting birdie.
Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. He has a 12-footer here. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. Okay, safely in for his par. Here's a great hole, the 13th. It's 418 yards. The key, and you can see it as plain as day, is to stay away from those coffin bunkers. They are nasty. The approach should be aimed right at the center of this gigantic double green. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. This started toward the left side.
Couldn't ask for a better drive than that, right down the middle.
From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yes, it's 126 yards left to the flag. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%. And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Birdie putt coming up, but you gotta think anything inside of 7 or 8 feet here is pretty darn good. Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Well read there as he'll come away with a bogey. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your 3rd shot to 14.
And that will do just fine. This one's starting a hair right.
That's a fine tee shot, but it is a long, long way to this par 5.
Had half the equation on that shot, the distance, not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip. This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Commendable taking the bold line for the 2nd shot. Unfortunately didn't catch all of it. Now we're in trouble short left in the grave.
This for birdie now at 14.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Got it there, but not quite on target. This from about 10 feet. Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all you had to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. Okay, that one finished off for a par. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4 15th. Very good par 4.
That one looking a little right.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings.
It is a game of touch, and it is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
Surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. Nope. Oh no, a lapse in concentration there. That'll cost him. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And now another par for the 16th, Frank, and another hole where precision off the tee is going to be paramount.
Yeah, the norm of the tee is really to avoid a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose. I've never really figured out why they're called that, but it's not the place to be, that's for sure. Stay short of those is the safe line, and then a little pop bunker once again in the front left of the screen called the Wig. That's also to be avoided. Another difficult green. Looks a little simpler from the fairway, but miss your mark with the yardage and you'll pay a premium.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. A birdie putt now at 16.
Yeah, you got to be careful of this ball jumping on you right at the outset. It's going to need a fairly firm stroke to get it up that incline.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
From about 8 feet. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. Frank, this really is an amazing hole. The road hole, 17 at the old course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the old course hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. If you go a little further right of that, then you better hit it long.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. This one working up the right side.
Oh, he gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Now note his second from the fairway.
157 yards left. Pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
Yep, it finished on the green. Less said the better.
This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Oh, how good is that? Those are the kinds of long-distance putts you'll see here in Scotland, and that was judged about as well as one can. This is a 13-footer. that one just gonna sneak on by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. Well, Frank, how do you begin to sum up what we've seen at the birthplace of golf today? The course, the scenery, the weather, the play. It was really all vintage St. Andrews.
Absolute pleasure to play the old course once again, Rich. You can see how technology might have changed it. There's a few more par fours that are reachable these days for the longer hitters, but still, it's a great memory of where golf started, where it is now, and where it's going to be.
And with that, for my colleague Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports saying so long from Scotland.